In the field of chemical engineering, we might often face very complicated and large-scale process. In order to make a process clear and understandable, flowcharts, maps and graphical representation will be needed. Flowcharts are particularly useful for displaying how a process currently functions or can ideally function. Also, flowcharts can help to define the boundaries of a process, and develop a common base of knowledge about a process. Well, now we will discuss about PFD, process flow diagram, and P&ID, process and instrumentation diagram. PFD. It is commonly used in the field of chemical engineering. Besides showing the relationship between the major components in the system, PFD tabulates process design values for the components in different operating modes, typical minimum, normal and maximum values. However, it does not show minor components, such as the piping systems, piping ratings and designations. P&ID, on the other hand, illustrates the piping processes and interactions with other installed equipment and instrumentation. It is also a detailed and accurate graphical representation of a process-controlled system to design, construct and operate the facility. So far, do you understand what is PFD and P&ID? Let's look at the examples of drawing of PFD and P&ID. Well, we can see that PFD have process piping, major equipment symbols, interconnection between systems, major bypass and recirculation lines, composition of stream, while P&ID should have size and identification, vents, drains, special fittings, sampling lines, reducers, increasers and swaggers, permanent startup and flush lines, quality level, annunciation inputs. Constructing PFD gives the benefits of making everyone clearly understand the process and helping to identify non-value-added operations. However, PFD provide less detail than fully developed P&ID. Since a PFD shows less detail than a P&ID, it is used only to understand how the process works. P&ID, on another hand, is much more detail, at the same time, more difficult to be interpreted.
Created using Powtoon.